Hello, guys and gals, and happy Michigan Lower Peninsula Trout Opener. Fourth Saturday in April is always the trout opener, and pike opener also for keeping fish in the lower and inland lakes for walleye and pike is today. So any of the fellow anglers out there, hope you had some good luck. This is not the content I meant to bring you this week, but I've been hustling on this trailer and this motor, getting it ready for my upcoming trip. So I could not get the boat that I wanted to showcase this week, which is the best boat to own. Couldn't get it out of the boat shed, so it's still there. I'll have to save that content for another time. Hopefully, guys. I can't believe the amount of comments and likes in the last video of why not to own an outboard. There's so much content. I could continue talking about that, but I'm trying to keep the videos short. I'm not trying to have them be 4 hours long and talk about every little detail. But I had some amazing comments, and I appreciate you guys for getting involved and saying something. Man, there's a lot of support on people who are like, yeah, I'm in the same situation, and and other points that were touched on Outboard's IOs, that the speed, obviously going fast in a fiberglass boat with an IO it just feels better. It's more stable. It's the weight cuts through the waves. There's some great points that were brought to the last video. So why am I showing you this boat? Because it got stuck. Well, not stuck. I wanted to work on it, as I am a tinkerer. I could tinker for weeks if given the time. But here's what I did. Trailering a boat in Michigan with an outboard motor on it is an issue because the boat hanging on the transom, bouncing down the road, can flex the transom, causing damage to the boat. And there's lots of people I see just letting them just bounce down the road. I can't stand it because it hurts me when I see you hit a huge bump here in Michigan on I-75 going up north, and the boat motor's just going to town, bouncing up and down. So I came up with this. This is not a new thing. People have done this. But I already had this rod left over from another project. This is actually for a boat motor. It's got the extra rubber pad. But I didn't have the bottom bracket part. So Menards, they sell these cool brackets. I welded them on. Came up with this pin and all that to make it work. Another thing I worked on was my license plate holder. They always hang down here and they break off. So this is what I came up with. I welded these bolts on like studs to hold it and attach it so that I no longer have to worry about it snapping off. I also moved the bunks in because this trailer was for a completely different boat that is gone now, but I already have the trailer. So these bunks, or I'm not sure they'd be called bunks, whatever, guides, used to be out here from the old boat when it was a really wide boat, and now it's in here, so it makes more sense. Because when we launched this thing on the river the current takes it. So having some guides to hold it, so you don't, smash into stuff you don't want to smash into. I also shortened the trailer by 3 feet because it used to have an 18-foot boat on it. Now it's only got a 14-foot boat. So shortened this whole tongue down and changed out the hydraulic braking system to just a regular deal there, and a couple other little things I worked on and sorted out, and just kind of been tinkering on it the last 2 days here, my 2 days off, and it's turned out great. Threw a little white spray paint on there to make it a little shined up, cover some of the rust up, make it look a little nicer, but not trying to do anything crazy. And then I did go through the motor, new lower end unit oil. Very easy to do that. Motor oil, which is a 4-stroke, so changing the oil on a 4-stroke outboard is so easy. It's ridiculously easy. You just turn the motor a little bit, angle it a little bit, boom, it drains out the side. There's an oil filter under there. Again, right at your chest height, really easy to work on. Put new spark plugs in it. Just getting it ready to go for the trip, just to make sure it's tip-top shape. It's I think the last time I changed it was 2019, was for the motor oil and the spark plugs, so it seemed like it was time. It doesn't get a whole lot of use, but it was time. But anyways, guys, I do appreciate you guys watching the videos and commenting and sharing your stories. Similar stories is pretty wild. I mean, we all, I feel like it's a sickness. If you're into this stuff, you have the same issues I do, and we all kind of get through do the same thing because we love it. Obviously. Hopefully when you're out there working on something, you got a smile on your face and not watching YouTube and getting out there and fixing something or busting a knuckle and having a good story. And actually, I do have one story. So as I was talking before about this boat that people think they're worthless because they're, less. I went to the Marina to get spark plugs in the oil, and I was looking for a new prop. And I told the guy the size of the prop. He's like, "Oh, yeah, we don't have small props like that." I'm like, "Yeah, actually, I think it was my son that spoke up and was like, "Yeah, it's our fishing boat." And the guy's like, "Oh, well, yeah, most of the fishing boats we have 300 horsepower motors on them." Like, the guy totally proved my point. He totally disregarded the boat because it only has a 15 horsepower on it. And to that, I retorted, I said, "Well, the fish don't know the difference because they don't. You just got to get out there. You're not going to catch fish sitting on your couch. Just got to get out there and get to the lake, get fishing. You don't even need a boat. You can fish from the shore." But anyways, guys, have a great weekend. Enjoy your Sunday. And everyone, hope you have a good day. Bye.